We are going to discuss the race and ethnicity, which is the objectives is to know the definition of race and ethnicity, the social advantage and disadvantage of ethnicity, the factors of race, and even the group of ethnicity and the two categories of ethnicity, and the importance and definition of race and ethnicity. Which means the reporters will be me, Crisila Romala J. Trinquia, and my partner is Abigail Valdez from BPA 1F.
In terms of race, we mean the idea that humans may be classified into different groups according to a variety of physical traits, and that these groups can then be given social significance. And in terms of ethnicity, it is language, tradition, religion, and customs are all part of an ethnic group's culture in a particular area. Race is a term that is imposed from that without and is based on physical aspects like skin color and hair texture, lineage, and cultural and moral qualities. It is used to categorize people who share biological traits that a society thinks important. It is to distinguish between socially built groupings of individuals who share phenotypical traits. Race is a method of classification for humans. For example, white, black, or African American, American Indian, or Alaska Native, Asian, and Native Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander. According to social category of race, the prevalent classification of people into several races, often with biologists assigning specific racial characteristic beyond merely anatomical characteristic, is more influenced by social and cultural factors than by biology, in that they critically examine the historical evolution and formation of racial categories. Certain interpretations are frequently post-structuralist and deconstructionist. Effective civil rights, whether for example equality is logically analyzed in terms of individuals or groups, or whether equality requires constitutional rights to welfare, housing, and others goods, or whether norms condemning discrimination can be analytically distinguished from norms supporting affirmative action.
We're now going to the next part, which is defining the ethnicity. It says here that self-described group identity, which means that they have their own unique subscription to be part of their group or belongings. It will define based on their language, casualties, and even tradition or your characteristic. It is how you define or determine your ethnic background. For the next slide, we have here the minority group, which Louis Wirth defined it as a group of people because of their physical and characteristics similarities, which sometimes cause they live for differential and unequal treatment, and who therefore regard themselves as objects of collective discrimination. So as we discussed the definition of ethnicity, we are going now in the advantages of ethnic, which on the other hand, ethnic diversity can be beneficial by enhancing productivity through innovative skill complementaries or increased creativity, trade, and product variety. So as we discussed the advantage or the social advantage, we have here the disadvantage of ethnic. Well, despite the fact that living in a diverse society has its we really have advantages. It also have disadvantages or the opposite. The disadvantages, which it is really hard to preserve their own cultural identity. Another disadvantage is that it can result of disagreements, conflicts, and fights between the different people who are living together, such as language barriers, social tension that can occur as a result of cultural difference, civic disengagement to become failure or participate in unexpected commitments. Workplace that starts to encounter treated by discriminated or being bullied despite of your difference or span of your experiences. We also have here the two categories of ethnicity, which is the Hypnatic and Latino. Or I think I have missed something. The not Hispanic and the not Latino, which is the Hispanic and Latino. This is for those people who classify themselves in one specific categories listed, and the not Hispanic and not Latino is not included in one specific categories listed. For the last part of the presentation, we have here the importance of race and ethnicity. Well, says here that the importance of both is the individual's identity. So, why we need or why is it important? Because they can understand the culture and know where they belong, which they can have new interaction with others. They can also learn more knowledge, beliefs, or traditional cultures that they haven't know. We also this also represent the stable perception in terms of difference of one another.
That's all. Thank you for listening.